Well, for Father's Day, it's a great day for Packers baseball. The Packers, who have proven to be the daddies of California summer collegiate baseball over the past decade. Packers are back today against the California Tigers, the first ever meeting between these two teams. Tigers out of the Bay Area Collegiate League. The starting lineup for the California Tigers out of Hayward, California. Number 3, Connor Berkowitz leads off playing center field. Joe McGee is the designated hitter batting second. Nate LaFell bats third at second base. Third base, Charlie Malton bats cleanup. Batting fifth, Mikey LaPlanca at first base. Max Guglieri plays in right field. At shortstop, Braden Marva. In left field, batting eighth, Jimmy Radler. And then at catcher, rounding out the lineup, Nate Hurley. For the Packers, the starting pitcher is going to be Duncan Russell out of the University of California, Berkeley. Defensively, the Packers will line up this way. The battery mate for Russell is Trey Martinez. At first base, Matthew Osenford. At second base, Cade Cable. At third, J.C. Osorio-Agard. At short, Matthew Mansberry. Left, right in the outfield, Jake McCoy, Brendan Lewis, and Dane Morrow. Will now pause for the national anthem played by C.C. Brenner.
Oh, say, can you early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave. Play ball.
Great job, C.C. Brenner, one of our interns. In about 2 months, C.C. will be heading off to attend Yale University. She's heading off to Yale in the end of August. Can't wait to hear all about her adventures. C.C.'s been with us for a number of years as one of our interns, so happy to have her. So let's not forget, today is the first day of summer, which began at 7:30 this morning. The summer solstice of the day with a long
Happy summer solstice, Packers fans. We're here. Happy Father's Day as well. Hugo Traverso alongside Easton Stockford. Already ran through the defensive and offensive matchups for these two great teams. Packers looking for win number 11 on the year. Easton, who needs to stand out for you?
I think it has to be the heart of the lineup. I expect a lot of pressure, and I expect it early from the Packers, and it comes right at the top. Dane Morrow, Brendan Lewis, Sadeki Prather, J.C. Osorio-Agard, and Jake McCoy, the first 5 hitters for the Packers. And those are the 5 that need to do the most damage. And they need to try and do it quickly. They need to try and do it effectively. And they can't taper off like they did last night. It feels like it was a hot start for the Packers last night. Didn't quite get the same amount of pop late in the game, but just have to find a way to put together a complete offensive game and a complete game on the mound. So everyone kind of needs to play their roles. This feels like a statement game. You go into a break tomorrow, and then you're on the road in Medford late next week. So an important game to kind of end the last homestand here strong, and then have some momentum going into the 3 games in Healdsburg next week and then the road trip.
Yeah, Packers have a lot of powerful league play ahead, and They're looking to keep the confidence flowing here on Father's Day. Connor Berkowitz will lead things off, the speedy center fielder. A lot of players out of Chabot College in Hayward. They play their home games there as part of this BACL. Berkowitz graduated in 2025 from College Park High School, native of Pleasant Hill. Let's see if he can get a pleasant start for the Tigers. Duncan Russell on the mound, tall right-handed pitcher. He winds and delivers. Fastball catches the outside part of the plate for strike one. 0-1 now to Berkowitz.
Hugo, it looks like we have a guy dressed up as Guy Fieri, who is not Guy Fieri, down on the first row here.
Second offering here to Berkowitz is in there for a called strike. Berkowitz doesn't agree with it. Shakes it off, but he'll come set again. Yes, Guy Fieri is in the audience for us. It looks like it kind of looks like him. So maybe a Walmart Guy Fieri.
He doesn't have the tattoos. I did my research.
0-2 is up and inside. Berkowitz scoffs on that one. 1-2.
Guy Fieri is from the area, so.
Yeah, lives in Windsor. Here's the pitch. High fastball, and Berkowitz climbs the ladder trying for that one. Strike three. Berkowitz sat down. Russell, first strikeout of the game. A strong start to his outing. He had a 13.50 ERA this year for Cal after transferring the last 2 weeks of his high school season. Transferred from Northwestern to Cal, or rather flipped his commitment. First offering is at the knees to Joe McGee for strike one. 0-1. 5 appearances this year, an 0-1 record. Struggled for the Golden Bears. One down now. 0-1 here from Russell. Swung on and fouled back into the screen. Count moves to 0-2.
Yeah, had a kind of interesting outing. And his first one for the Packers. Didn't allow any earned runs in 2 innings pitch, but did walk 4 guys. Struck out 5 as well, so a little bit of control struggle.
0-2 is fouled off to the left and will nestle itself in the Packers dugout. Joe McGee, a graduate of De La Salle High School, St. Mary's College outfielder, decided to play his summer ball here for the Tigers. The 0-2. Up and inside, 1-2 now to the left-hander. McGee is a finance major, and he played in 11 games as a true freshman for the Gales. They're going to be looking for him to step up. They had some big outfielders transfer out, so he'll be huge for them. 1-2. Falls just outside off the plate. 2-2.
Strong program, too. Knocked out UCLA in the first round in the regional, beat them twice in the first game and the last. Definitely a lot of upside from that St. Mary's squad last year.
2-2, the pitch, and he skies this one out deep left field. Back at the wall, at the track, and watching it go onto University Street. Joe McGee, a little oppo taco. How do you do to start Father's Day strong? The Gale goes yard. Almost hit a car on that one. Tough there for McGee, and now it is Nate Leffel who will come to the plate. Yeah, you mentioned that St. Mary's team. They won back-to-back WCC tournament titles. Down and out during the regular season, come all the way back, win the tournament. The first offering here to Leffel is hitting a high chopper in the infield down the first base side, and it eventually rolls foul. So you occasionally on these teams, these California Tigers, these summer ball teams, you occasionally have some hidden gems, and McGee appears to be one. Now Nate Leffel coming up. He is Fresno City College kid. Here's the offering to him. That one is low, 1-1. Leffel sporting that mustache. Definitely seems like he has some dad jokes. College Park High School graduate, Concord, California native. The 1-1. Swing and a miss.
He's got the baby blue batting gloves on as well. Little Father's Day colors there.
And now 1-2 to Leffel. Russell kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Fired that one low in the zone, and Leffel can't catch up. Second strikeout on the day for Duncan Russell.
Good response there after giving up that solo shot. He's able to put a guy down on strikes. See if he goes right back into his groove here and can kind of settle in after the big swing there from McGee.
Well, now we have Charlie Malton coming up out of Diablo Valley College. The pitch, and one's breaking ball that falls off the plate, 1-0. Malton this year actually played at Los Mendanos College in Pittsburgh. Started his collegiate career at DVC. Fastball climbs the ladder. Swing and a miss, 1-2. Pleasant Hill guy. Big shocker, College Park High School. A lot of College Park guys here. The 1-2 on the way. Swing, and he grounds this one hard to short. Fielded, routine play for Mansberry. Throw on to first is in time, and the side is retired. So, after the first, 1 run on 1 hit, thanks to Joe McGee going bye-bye, baby, and the California Tigers have the lead. We'll be right back. Packers looking for a strong bottom of the first. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning set to start. 1-0 lead for the California Tigers after Joe McGee goes yard. For the Pack, the batting order goes this way. Dane Morrow leads off in right field, batting first. Batting second, Brendan Lewis out of ASU. He's in center. Hideki Prather, the designated hitter, bats third. Cleanup is J.C. Osorio-Agard at third base. Jake McCoy bats fifth in left field. Cade Campbell at second base bats sixth. Trey Martinez, the man behind the plate, is bats seventh. Batting eighth is Matthew Osenfort, the first baseman with a ton of power. And then rounding out the lineup is one of the most prolific young hitters in college baseball is Matthew Mansberry, the shortstop. Mansberry has a little bit of reminders of Maddox Maloney, top draft prospect this year from the University of Oregon, played for the Packers a couple years ago. Roman Bartosz on the mound to start things off for the California Tigers. Got the win against the Medford Rogues last week for the Tigers, and he'll face Morrow. Bartosz, a graduate of De La Salle High School in Concord. He's headed to Pomona Pitzer next year in the Lethal Skyac Conference of Division III. Bartosz, his first offering on the way. That one's low and inside, 1-0. Defensively for the Tigers, behind the plate it is Nate Hurley. At first base, Mikey LaPlanca. Nate Leffel at second, Moulton at third. As the pitch is up and away, count moves to 2-0. At shortstop, Braden Marva. Left to right in the outfield goes Jimmy Radler, Connor Berkowitz, and then Max Giglieri. The 2-0 on the way to the lefty Morrow. Morrow checks his swing, doesn't go around as it sails high there, 3-0. Bartosz delivers. That one's in, nope, called a strike. At the knees there. Hurley just brought it down a little bit there. The 3-1 buffet count pitch is outside and Morrow walks.
It's just good patience there from Morrow. Leadoff guy gets aboard. Everyone really just had the one check swing. That was really it. Stayed patient, didn't get his pitch. Now he's got first base.
Well, here comes the Sun Devil in Brendan Lewis. Quick right-handed hitter, has a lot of extra base hits this year for the Pack. Here's the pitch, and a big swing, and he fouls that one off his foot. 0-1.
Kind of played all over the infield this year so far, and in center field today. A do-it-all guy for the Packers so far this year.
Bartosz comes set, kicks and fires. That one's high and inside, 1-1 now. De La Salle, one of the best teams in all of California. One of the best teams in Northern California, too. They were top 25 ranked in the nation this year. Here's the pitch, and this one is fouled off to the left. A high chopper, 1-2. Bartosz anchored a rotation that included one of the best pitchers in all of high school baseball, and Graham Schlitt, headed to Stanford next year. He sets, checks on the runner at first, picks over, and Morrow is back more than in time.
Morrow, definitely a speed threat out there. Keep your eye on him. He can't punish you.
By pitcher Diggs, the official 1-2 is fouled off. Pitcher Diggs, the official ranking system for pitchers and batters by way of WAR and all other statistics not covered by Max Preps in the state of California. Roman Bartosz ranked 5th in all of NorCal, and his teammate Schlitt ranked 1st. He had a Diggs plus of 163. Here's the pitch. Morrow goes. Grounder to third. Unable to be fielded, and it squirts out into shallow left. Both runners advance. We'll see the official and the official call is an error on the shortstop, Marva, who couldn't dig it out. So now runners on first and second with nobody out. Coming to the plate is Hideki Prather. He's been hitting a bit of a lull recently. Had a strong day yesterday, though. Let's see if he can carry it off. Bartosz's first offering is a slider away that Prather swings and misses through.
Morrow, who's on second, stole a base in the same spot yesterday and is currently 7 for 7.
The 0-1 is grounded hard to third, unable to be fielded by Malton, and a great job there by Marva, who holds it, banged off of the thigh of Malton, kicked up and stayed in the infield, where Marva's able to field it and prevent any further damage. But now bases loaded, and the second error on the day for the Tigers. Quickly, Bartosz, bases loaded situation.
Not the guy you want to see at the plate either. JC Osorio has 11 RBIs in the last 3 games.
Yeah, he's been lethal. 3 bombs to go with it. The pitch to Osorio Agard. He swings and clubs this one on the ground into left field. 1 run will score, and Lewis is held up at third. Tied ball game.
That was a hot bat there for JC Osorio Agard. He just can't miss right now. Driving in runs every single game. Leads the team in RBIs now. 18. Now 12 out of those 18 have come in the last 4 days.
Well, the fans are filing in here still. Definitely coming from dinner and walking down here, as we're going to have a bit of a mound visit. Bartosz and Hurley talking things over. Bases still loaded with nobody out, and Jake McCoy, another hot bat. As you mentioned, Easton, the heart of the order has to execute today, and you look at it. First batter reaches on a walk, second batter air, third batter air, fourth batter Osorio Agard cleans it up when he has to. Single brings in the tying run, and now you've got a very, very solid guy in Jake McCoy.
There's a lot of depth to this roster as well. It feels like even if McCoy's not in the lineup, whoever is batting fifth, fourth, wherever is going to be someone who can drive in runs.
Here's the pitch to McCoy, swing, and he clubs this one deep left field. It will get out. No, it'll get off the wall. 1 run scores, and it's just going to be held to 1 as Coach Gomes throws up the stop sign for Prather at third. And they're just working station to station here. McCoy, a single off the wall, brings home the go-ahead run. 2-1 now. Cade Campbell, another lethal hitter coming to the plate here. Was in the 6th hole, but he is very solid and very scary with the bases loaded. Multiple times this year, he's hit bases clearing, extra base hits. Let's see what Campbell can do here. Here's the offering. Campbell clubs this one down the left field line, but foul. Ooh, and almost making a great play is pitching coach Chris Carter in the bullpen.
Campbell also hit his first home run last night. 11 RBIs for him on the year. He also got hit by a pitch last night. Leads the team with 5.
0-1. Tommy Brown, I think, is hot on his heels, though. Got hit twice last night. Here's the pitch. Campbell flares this one up the middle. It's going to be a one-hopper. Step on the bag for 1. Throw on to first in time. Double play. So a 4-3 double play as Leffel makes it another run in to score, though, in Hideki Prather. And now just the lone runner on third for the Pack as they lead 3-1. Trey Martinez coming to the plate.
Going back to Tommy Brown in perfect timing with Trey Martinez up. Playing catcher today, he's starting. And Tommy Brown talked to him last night after the game, asked how his back was feeling. Seemed like he might have been having some nerve problems with his arms. Could be the reason he's out of the lineup today.
Here's the pitch, and this one is low to Trey Martinez. Martinez, the catcher for the Tritons of UCSD. Had a NASCAR race down there in San Diego on Coronado today. 1-0 on the way. Swung on and grounded foul down the left field line. And Martinez, his bat was broken on that one, so he's going to have to get a new one.
Caught that one in on the hands. Pretty good there. Trying to figure out whose bat he's going to borrow. Doesn't look like, unless he does have one of his own. I'm really not sure.
Well, he's got a bat now. Is it the same bat as before?
It doesn't look like it.
I think he finally got someone to give him his bat. So it'll be 1-1 with a runner on third. 3-1 lead for the Pack with 2 down here in the bottom of the first. The pitch from Bartosz. He grounds this one hard. Play is made at third on the hop by Malton. Throw to first in time. And the side is retired. But the Pack bring across 3 as they reply with a relay of bombs. We'll be right back. 3-1 Packers. Welcome back. 3-1 lead with one down. All right, reconnection is with one down. All right, reconnection is successful. Apologize, folks. 1-1 with one down. Russell kicks and fires, and this is a foul ball off the foot of Giglieri. Giglieri's brother is a high school guy. No, Giglieri himself in college. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. 2-2. Giglieri has bounced around, first at Long Beach City College and then at West Valley College in San Jose. 7 RBI this year, 29 RBI, 36 runs, 3 stolen bases. Here's the pitch. This one is grounded to second. Campbell has it. Throw on to first in time. 2 down.
Good start to the inning for Duncan Russell, doing a good job of just putting the ball over the plate, letting that defense work behind him.
Yeah, 2 down now for Braden Marva, the left-handed hitter. I have a theory that there is a lot of people using T-Mobile Wi-Fi right now as the pitch is low, and that is why, just in general, a lot of people around Healdsburg using T-Mobile Wi-Fi, and that is why we are unable to have that good of a stream right now. The 1-0 is grounded hard to first. Play is made by Elsenford. He'll toss on to Russell, covering the bag, and the side is retired. So 3 up, 3 down. Go the Tigers. We'll be right back and hopefully be able to bring you with a better stream and experience. Well, bottom of the second due up here for the Pack. It is going to be the 8, 9, and 1. All University of Michigan guys. Matthew Austinfort, Matthew Mansberry, and then Dane Morrow. It would be awesome if Dane Morrow just hypothetically changes his name to Matthew, and then you'd have 3 Matthews coming through.
Yeah, that is what would happen if he changed his name to Matthew.
Here comes Matthew Ozenfort, the first pitch to him. He grounds this one up the middle. Play is made by second baseman Leffel. Throw over to first in time.
University of Michigan, shortstop,
And now here comes Matthew Mansberry. Mansberry, one of the best high school hitters in the 2026 class. First offering to him is off the outside part of the plate, 1-0.
He's had a really good start to his tenure here in Healdsburg. 5 for 9. This is his 3rd game he's played.
The 1-0. Swung on and hit foul down the right field line. Count moves to 1-1. Apologies, having trouble with our scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Pitch is outside 1-1 or 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. This one's hit well into right field, and it'll get down by the line, fielded and fired in by Giglieri. But a great job by Matthew Mansberry to start things off with one down for the Pack. So here comes the top of the order and Dane Morrow. And because it is Father's Day, and we're going to tell some dad jokes on the broadcast throughout the broadcast. His first offering is a big swing and miss from Morrow. So Father's Day, dad jokes. Easton, what do you call a well-balanced horse?
A well-balanced horse. I don't know, Hugo.
Stable.
That's a good one. Oh, come on.
On pitch is outside. Matthew Mansberry on the way to second. He is in there safely with a stolen base. But, you know, Lewis on deck, Morrow at the plate. Morrow, his gloves look a little bit like they're draped in honey with the yellow. 1-1, the pitch. In there for a called strike, 1-2.
That Michigan maize on the gloves.
Yeah, you gotta love it. But it always also reminds me of this joke. What would bears be without bees?
Ears.
You got it. 1-2. Just upstairs, 2-2.
My dad just texted me. Said, what do you call a cow with no legs?
What do you call a cow with no legs? Tri-tip. No, that's with one leg.
I'm going to call him and ask.
Ground beef. There we go.
Hello?
Why are you calling while you're on the air?
Do you want to tell a dad joke for Father's Day?
No.
Okay. See you, Dad.
All right, well, full count to Dane Morrow. 3-2 with one down, runner on second. The pitch from Bartosz is swung on and hit dead center field. On his horse going back is Berkowitz. He's not going to get it. That one's going to kick at the base of the wall. Around third and in to score easily is Mansberry. Digging for third and being held up at third is Dane Morrow. And another triple for the Wolverine. The dad jokes seem to have powered him up. And the Pack are rolling here.
I think if my dad had told a dad joke, that ball might have gotten out to dead center.
Yeah, maybe. Now here comes Brendan Lewis. And, I mean, the Packers have been so electric that I've lost an electron.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, I mean,
That was a good try, though.
you really have to keep an eye on them,
On what?
on the electrons. An ion.
I see.
So the first offering is in there for a called strike. 0-1 now to Lewis. Runner on third now with one down. Packers lead at 4-1. Here's the pitch. Lewis heads this one dead center field. Coming in on it is Berkowitz. He will make the catch, and coming in from third on the tag-up throw in home is in time. Morrow is cut down by Berkowitz, and we will head to the third inning. Pack, though, Pack on another one. 4-1 when we come back.
Welcome back here for the top of the third inning. And Father's Day, beautiful day outside. Getting some nice weather here, 80 degrees, kind of like how it would be where JC Osorio Guard, who's been one of the hottest bats, has been transferring. Going out to Hawaii. And Hugo, in Hawaii, do you think they're allowed to laugh, or is it just aloha?
All right. See what you did there.
It's Duncan Russell out for his third inning of work, and that one's outside for ball one.
I think you have to ask JC that after the game. That would be, I think that would be great. That would be, if he gets player of the game, I think interview him after the game and ask him that.
Oh, there you go. Up in the zone, 2-0 count now. Russell struggled to command his first outing as a Packer, but has really hammered the zone tonight. That one's skied into right field, but slicing well foul. Jimmy Radler, the center fielder, at the plate.
I think this is one our boss will like. What do lawyers wear to court?
What do they wear, Hugo?
Lawsuits.
There you go. I like that one. 2-1 misses, 3-1 count now. Remember, there was one day my dad's texting me dad jokes now. We've made a terrible mistake. I'll read his since he didn't want to give it. 3-1, fouled straight back. Count moves to full. He said, my dad said Simba was moving too slow, so I told him to Mufasa.
All right, well, we've got the dad jokes flowing. Last year, I remember there was one that we told on the broadcast that was a hit, and I can't remember it. I think I found it on Reddit.
Full count now. Payoff pitch from Russell on its way. Check swing cold. Strike three on the outside corner. And Radler, the leadoff man, put away to start the third. First pitch to Nate Hurley from Russell is outside for a ball.
Yeah, Hurley, uncommitted redshirt sophomore out of Yuba College up in Yuba City.
On outside corner, 1-1 count now.
You see he's donning the gold Y. On his helmet.
1-1. Painted on the inside, black this time. 1-2. Good command here from Russell. Showing off that pinpoint accuracy. The 1-2. Skied into center field. Ranging back is Brendan Lewis, who will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Like Hugo spending a lot of time looking at dad jokes over there.
Yes, I am. Trying to figure out how many dad jokes can we pack into one broadcast.
I got 95 plus right here on Google.
Anyone who doesn't have a Google account who's tuning in, sign into YouTube.
Leave us some dad jokes in the comments.
Leave us some dad jokes in the comments and then
We'll read your dad
subscribe.
jokes. Yeah.
We are 11 subscribers away. Well, I think now it's 8.
It should be a little closer.
think
We got
we're
a couple last night.
Yeah, we're about 8 subscribers away.
Big breaking ball from Russell. Drops in there for a strike.
We are actually 2 now. 2 subscribers away from 1,000 subs.
You got 10,000 followers on Instagram yesterday. 1,000 subscribers in consecutive days. One weekend would be pretty cool, so hit that big red button down there. And leave us a dad joke. 1-1. Just misses up in the zone. 2-1 count now.
It's crazy to think that the first game I did last year, I believe our subscriber count was anywhere between 600 and 700, and it's grown.
It's because I came here, Hugo.
Well,
don't you know?
Well, it got to like 950 before the start of this year, but you know, you can take credit for at least 50 subscribers.
2-1 pitch in the dirt.
Get everyone at Arizona State University to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then we'll have a lot to go with it.
We might be able to make some money. Yeah, 2-2 count now. With 2 away here, Russell fires home. Able to lay off there, Berkowitz, leadoff man for the Tigers. Three-two. That one in the dirt, it'll be ball 4. So Berkowitz will walk, and that'll bring up Joe McGee, who had a home run in his first at-bat, the only run for the Tigers so far, and 1 of 2 hits.
Yeah, he's very, very good. And, you know, last night I got to have some Asian food after the game, and I love egg rolls. But do you know how you make an egg roll?
You push it.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, my dad's sending me dad jokes. We just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. So I appreciate you guys. Pretty awesome accomplishment. That's a lot of people between the Instagram and the YouTube. Got quite a few, and a balk called here as Russell stepped off. So Berkowitz will be awarded second base. Now a runner in scoring position for McGee.
So again, anyone, we call upon you. Please comment down below your favorite dad jokes. We'll read them live on air.
My dad sent me another one, so I'll have to get to that one in a second. Yeah, 1 cut on and miss. Big swing and a miss there. Now an 0-2 count. Duncan Russell 1 strike away from getting out of this, trying to strike out Joe McGee and get a bit of sweet revenge.
I think he goes breaking ball here. Breaking ball in on the hands, try and get him tied up.
0-2 pitch, 2 away, cut on and miss, strike 3. Put down on strikes, Duncan Russell strikes out the side. 4-1 still the score. We'll send you back with one more dad joke from my dad. Hugo, why don't spies fart in their sleep?
Trying to think. I don't know. I can't read that. If you think I'm reading off your screen, I can't read that.
They don't want to blow their cover.
I respect it. That's a great one. That'll be on the reel.
We'll go to the break here. Be back for the bottom of the 3rd. Back here, bottom of the 3rd, Packers looking to tack on some more, lead at 4-1 here. Group 2.5. Hideki Prather looking to get the train going. First pitch. Bartosh still on the mound. That one lined in left center field. It'll loop in for a base hit. First pitch swinging for Hideki Prather and a leadoff single to start the bottom half of the 3rd inning.
Yeah, you got to love that one. And now, let's see, it's all aloha for him.
He seems like aloha type of guy. Doesn't laugh a lot, maybe. Or like, maybe not laugh a lot, but doesn't laugh super loud would be a better way to put it. That one fouled off on the first pitch.
You got a speedy guy on the bases, and I mean, this movie has been a very hot topic for me because I was just down where they filmed it, sat on the bus stop there in Savannah, Georgia, or at least where it was. But what's Forrest Gump's password? What do you think? On his computer, what was his password?
I have no idea.
One Forrest one.
That's funny. The 0-1 to a guard. Cut on and missed on the breaking ball there.
That is a great movie, and I mean, you're a movie guy. What's your rating of Forrest Gump?
I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars.
What would it had to have done to keep you engaged enough to get that extra half a star?
Well, you know, it's just like it's tough to get 5 stars for me. You know, I feel like as the 0-2 on its way, fouled off. There has to be a 5-star movie is something that really connects with me a lot, and I feel like a movie that's 5 stars isn't necessarily one that everyone thinks is 5 stars, but one that like really speaks to me. You know?
Yeah, that's true. I like that.
It's my 5 stars, not your 5 stars. No one's 5 stars.
It's not my 5. Well, yeah,
mine.
it's a 5-star movie in my mind.
They're my stars to give. Okay.
Exactly. That's
0-2
very true.
pitch on its way. Cut on and missed on the breaking ball. A guard will go down on strikes. And a low fastball.
All right, we've got a new one. Glitz and Glory Photography comments, how do you make a tissue dance?
Boogie in it.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Put as many in as you want. We will read all of them, even if there are 100, and you have a chance to get on the official Packers Instagram with your comment.
Check swing from Jake McCoy, and the dirt he'll hold off.
McCoy, he's going to be a new mic'd up episode, and it was interesting. While I was videoing his mic'd up episode, JC Osorio-Guard hit a home run, so got that on video. Don't know if I can use it, though, because it has the bleachers in the background.
1-0 outside for a ball.
Yeah.
What did the drummer call his daughters?
Roll and please. I don't know.
2-0. We'll get to it after this pitch. And a 1 and a 2. I like that one. 3-0 count. Prather off at first, one away here for Jake McCoy. 4-1 still the score. One inside corner for a strike. Bartosz trying to battle back, down 3-0. (3-1) pitch. Caught on and missed. Fastball well out of the zone there. McCoy chased. Now a full count here with 1 out. Trying to bring home Prather after the leadoff single on the very first pitch of the inning. Prather goes. That one fouled off. Runner in motion there. We'll see if he goes again. Prather does have some speed. 1 stolen base already on the night. Matthew Mansberry nabbed a bag back at the beginning of the 2nd inning. A payoff pitch. McCoy staying alive, looking to do it again. Pick back to first. But Prather didn't stray too far that time.
And I've got to wonder, you know, these guys, they must have barbers over the summer, but how does that barber win that race?
We'll find out after the 3-2 pitch. Prather goes, chopped foul yet again. How, Hugo?
He knew a shortcut.
That's a good one. Trying to find some other ones as we wait for the 3rd attempt at a payoff pitch. 3-2 for a third time. That one chopped to the left side of the infield. Throw to second, pulls him off the bag. Good effort there over at short. Unable to get the out. Prather will advance to second. It'll be an E6. And Jake McCoy will reach, so it's 2 on here with 1 out.
I think that just was a hit, actually. That was registered as a hit here in the ballpark. Check with our analytics guys.
I think we're going to call it a hit. Yeah.
All right.
McCoy singled.
I mean, it would have been close. It would have been a very close play, though. So
6th of the game, 2nd of the inning for the Packers, and 2nd for Jake McCoy, 2 for 2 with an RBI single, and the single you just watched, as that one loops in there for a strike to Cade Campbell. Oh, 1, another breaking ball, this time on the inside corner for a strike. It's an 0-2 now, a bit of a hole here for Cal's Cade Campbell. That went outside. I'm just reading dad jokes now.
what was the one that made you laugh?
I don't know if I can say it. Big lead for Prather, 1-2. That one misses. 2-2 count now.
Okay.
We're going to hold off on that
Yeah,
one.
we're going to hold off on that one. That one's funny, though. Why did the police officer go to the baseball game?
Let's watch this 2-2 pitch to Jake McCoy. It's on its way. That one blasted center field all the way back and caught at the track. Berkowitz, nice job to range that one in. Prather will move up to third. McCoy stays at first. But why does the police officer go to the baseball game?
Because someone stole second base.
Ah. That one kind of sucked, Hugo.
Yeah, I looked up baseball dad jokes, and it just, they were all duds. I was trying to find one that was like remotely okay, and they were all just duds. But this won't be a dud. Trey Martinez at the plate.
2 on for him with 2 outs, trying to drive across a run as he swings and misses at the first pitch.
The loopy breaking ball was nice there from Bartosz. What did the tomato say to the other during the race? Mind you, it's talking to another tomato.
Hill 1, misses. I don't know what it'd say, Hugo.
Catch up.
Catch up.
Speaking of which, we'll have the pilot episode of Corey's Catch Up on Tuesday coming out. A weekly show with our beat reporter Julian Corey and some special guests. Tune in on our Instagram.
On in the dirt, 2-1 count now.
Guy Fieri is now videotaping this at bat.
Sick. 2-1 on its way. That one hit high in the air into shallow right field, ranging in Gil Guerrieri, who will make the catch for the third out of the inning. So no runs for the Packers in the bottom of the third. They do notch 2 hits, strand 2 out there. 4-1 the score as we will head to the fourth. Back here for the top of the fourth inning, Nate Leffel stepping up to the plate. Duncan Russell working into his fourth inning. And Hugo, I've always found it weird how in different parts of the country, like you have in Rhode Island, they call water fountains bubblers, but specifically prominent across the Atlantic in England compared to here. One of the ones that stands out the most to me is, in America we call it an elevator. In England, they call it a lift. But, I mean, I guess we were just raised differently.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
One comes home and misses. 1-0 count.
I think we have another one put in by your dad, Easton. Is your dad's name Kevin?
Yeah, that's my dad.
Kevin Stockford, would you like to do the honors?
No, you can do it. I can't really see. 1-0 on its way from Russell.
Why shouldn't you buy anything with Velcro? Can you answer your own dad's joke?
I can, but I feel like I've kind of ruined a lot of them, so I'm going to let you say it.
No. Answer it.
No,
All right, I'm going to let you answer it. What do you think it is?
because it's a ripoff.
Yes, sir.
1-1. Shot over to short, picked on up by Mansberry, throw to first in time. A sneaky, difficult play made look easy there by Matthew Mansberry as he will put away the first out of the inning. I feel like I've just heard all of his dad jokes so many times. So, like, I know it's coming now, and that's why I've been able to answer a lot of them. It's his fault. On the way here. Russell deals. Charlie Martin steps in.
I believe it's actually Nate Leffel. Oh, no, it is. What happened to my scorebook?
And Nate Leffel just grounded out to short as that one's cut on and missed by Martin. One away here, 1-1 count. Russell only allowed 2 hits, one of them being the solo shot in the first. As 1-1 is swung on and missed in the dirt, and he's quickly ahead 1-2. The 1-2 from Russell. Slap back up the middle. Mansberry ranging over. Nice play. Throw to first. He slips and it gets away. Just lost his footing there trying to make the throw. Luckily, it looks like he's okay. Great effort there. Will be ruled a single for Charlie Martin.
And tough break there for Mansberry. This rec park outfield grass when the fair comes through. I know it was about a month ago, but it just tears up and puts divots everywhere. It completely kills the field for baseball season, football season, everything.
Breaking the ball in there for strike 1. Mikey LaPlaca trying to do damage with 1 aboard. Yo, 1, Russell fires home. Check swing, called strike on the pitch.
Question is, does Mr. Stockford have any more?
As in, I hope he's Mr. Stockford. I'm not old enough to be Mr. Stockford.
You never know. But
That's
yes,
my dad.
yeah, your dad.
1-2, fouled straight back. LaPlaca just staying alive. The 0-2 count now. Comes home in the dirt.
Well, the Lincoln Potters are taking care of business right now against the Marysville Giants, 5-3. Solano and Medford are 0-0 in the top of the first of Game 2 of their doubleheader. Medford took Game 1, so the Mudcats now have their first league loss on the year. No one undefeated in league anymore.
1-2, back pick from Martinez. Not in time, almost got him. Trying to catch Martin sleeping over there at first. Count will move to 2-2 now.
Pearls and Crabs somehow, I believe they started at 12 o'clock today, and is now in the top of the 10th. It's 5-5. It's been in the top of the 10th, so I'm assuming that's a tie.
2-2. Outside. Now count moves to full. We've got another one. I'm going to wait till after this batter.
So a split series, not even a split series. The Pearls win on the road, win the series over the Humboldt Crabs. My goodness.
That one just misses inside. It'll be a walk. Lapaka able to work his way all the way back from down 0-2 and draw a free 90 there. Now here we go. It's a good Father's Day one here. What was the baby computer's first word?
Data.
Yeah, but you said it wrong.
Data.
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 Data. Data. That was my first word too. Data.
Yeah, it's because you're a robot, Easton.
Thanks. Thanks. Gillieri will step in with 2 on. First pitch, check swing. Did he go? No, he didn't. Called ball 1. One-0 count now. Russell trying to get out of the jam here with 2 on. Still only 1 away. The righty deals. Slashed foul into the netting and out of play. Gilgieri not happy with the swing. Pitch that came well inside on a breaking ball. My mom just texted me and said, "You unleashed a monster." Imagine my dad is cracking dad jokes back home. 1-1. Just misses.
Well, I mean, we've faced a lot of BACL teams, and a lot of them are monstrous, but I'd say the most monstrous maybe are the monstrous Marauders. And they also beg the question, why are Pirates called Pirates?
I'm not sure.
Because they just are.
2-1, chopped over Mansberry, flips Campbell to first. Not in time. Called safe at first. They'll settle for the 1 out at second. Good attempt at turning the double play, but now 2 away. Runners on the corners. Braden Murrah will step in. Camera has a little bit of fencing in it, so we're going to get it fixed for you guys between innings. First pitch, below the zone. One, two, grounded to short. Mansberry goes to first with it, and a routine play there. And a good job by Duncan Russell to get out of the inning, produces a couple of ground balls. No runs, 2 stranded on 1 hit for the Tigers. 4-1 still the score through 3.5. We'll head to the bottom half of the 4th. Back here, bottom of the 4th inning. Michigan's hot corner, Matthew Austin Ford at the plate, has some serious pop. First pitch to him, new pitcher on the mound as well. Don't have a name, so he will go as number 44. We don't have a roster, neither does our PA announcer Dick Bogarski. Austin Ford fouls off the first pitch, 0-1. 0-1. Outside for a ball. A 1-1 count. The lefty, number 44, comes home with a breaking ball, drops in there for a strike. Austin Ford falls behind 1-2. So a 1-2 count now. Comes home. That one hit sharply on the ground over to second. Picked up by Leffel, goes to first in time. And the leadoff man put away here to start the bottom of the 4th inning. And that'll bring up Matthew Mansberry, the Michigan commit, to follow and try and pick up his future Michigan teammate. Lefty-righty matchup. Big lefty on the mound as well. First pitch to Mansberry, fouled off down the first base side. Now an 0-1 count. Comes home. This is up and away. A 1-1 count now. On its way, line back to second yet again. Leffel will glove it and go to first. And quickly, 2 out here in the Packer half of the 4th inning.
Got another one for you. A raisin, a peanut, and an oat. Sit down and order a drink. The bartender says, "What do you think this is? A granola bar?"
Solid. That's solid. I like that one.
Someone told me when I told that joke last year, someone said, "That joke's nuts."
I like it. Lineup turns over. Dane Morrow will step in now. 1 for 1 on the day. Ripped a triple in his last at-bat and then walked his first time around. One misses inside. Count moves to 1-1.
Staying on my raisin-fueled bender here, why did the man decide to talk to everyone about eating dried grapes?
1-1 check swing. He goes around. I don't know. He was like raising a havoc or something.
He was raising awareness. Raising awareness.
Raising awareness.
Yeah. Why did the grapes sit out in the hot summer sun for hours?
I don't know.
Because he had his raisins.
1-2, gut on and miss. Strike 3 as Morrow is retired. 3 up, 3 down here in the bottom of the 4th inning. No score for the Packers. 4-1 still the score as we will head to the 5th.
All right, welcome back. Top of the 5th inning, Hugo Traverso alongside Easton Stockford. Happy Father's Day. Packers making it a happy Father's Day for themselves and their fans, some of which are players' fathers. 4-1 lead so far as Bryce Cox, Petaluma's own, Casa Grande's finest, enters the game. Cox, recent graduate of Santa Rosa Junior College, headed to Southeastern Missouri. First offering from him is upstairs 1-0 to Jimmy Radler. On the way from Cox. Runs inside and on the hands 2-0 to Radler. On the way. In there at the knee is called strike, 2-1. California Tigers were the West Coast World Series champions last year. Tournament put on by the Lincoln Potters, 2-1. Upstairs, 3-1. Some fans say that that is a way for the Potters to cope over not making the PEL championship, but that's a bit debatable. You never know. 3-1 coming here from Cox. The buffet offering is fouled off down the first base line. It'll park near the Steindorf Barns. Tigers have had themselves quite the season. They have been dominant against PEL teams. Dominated the Medford Rogues. 3-2, fouled off again down that first base side.
Kind of a Father's Day tribute here as well. Natalia Belmonte, our sideline reporter, social media manager, talked to Bryce Cox. Let's give it to Hugo here for the 3-2.
Payoff offering is upstairs and inside, and Radler walks to open the 5th. But what did Natalia say?
Well, Natalia was asking what baseball term would you name your kids after, and Bryce Cox said doors, as in throwing a fastball by someone, you blew their doors off. So Doors Cox coming soon to
The
baseball
pitch.
field near you.
Foul down that first base side again. 0-1 now to Nate Hurley out of Yuba College. I'd love to see that. I'd actually be afraid of a kid named Doors Cox on the mound. 0-1 now. Cox delivers. This one's fouled back into the screen. Count moves 0-2.
I'd be afraid of him off the mound.
Yeah, maybe. Runner at first is Radler with nobody out. No 2 count here to Hurley. The pitch, Hurley pops this one out into center field. Over on it is Lewis. He makes the catch. 2 down, or 1 down, rather. Hurley, 2 at-bats, same result. Fly out to center field. And now it is going to be Connor Berkowitz. Berkowitz walked his last time up. He's 0 for 1 today. Yeah, the Tigers really took care of the Medford Rogues, and that's kind of something we've seen recent. The Rogues have been taken care of. As the first offering is upstairs to Berkowitz, the Packers will look to sweep the Rogues and eventually move into first place if they can sweep league play next week. 1 game against the Potters and then 3 against the Rogues up in Medford. Cox's 1-0 offering is in the dirt and gets past the man at the plate, Martinez, back to the backstop as Radler moves up. Two and 0 now. Cox comes set, delivers. This one skied out into left center field. It is falling, and it drops in. It'll get all the way to the wall. A run will come across for the Tigers, and skating into second, putting the Tigers yet again on the board and putting this one ever so much closer is Connor Berkowitz. Nice RBI double there, as now Joe McGee will come up, the potential tying run, and a guy who is very, very good, very scary. One down here, runner at second. The pitch, that one's upstairs, 1-0.
This isn't exactly going to be a cakewalk for the Packers here. They're going to have to get the bats going and try and put up some runs.
Runner on second. Cox delivers. That one's in the dirt, 2-0 now. Well, the Tigers coaching staff, they have a little bit to boast about. Jimmy Voorhees, another College Park kid. He went to Cal State Northridge to start his career, and then now transferring to North Carolina for next year as they pick over to second in time. And Berkowitz is picked off. Great job by Matthew Mansberry. Rare you see someone get picked at second, and Berkowitz can't believe it. Third base coach coming in to talk with the umpire. I think they want an obstruction call from Mansberry.
I don't even think it's that. I read his lips a little bit right there, and the first thing he said to the home plate umpire was, "That's not close." Thought he was in there easily. It's tough to see because Bryce Cox is kind of blocking our view of second base, the bag a little bit.
Oh, I thought he was there safely too. 2-0 is in the dirt, 3-0. But yeah, Jimmy Voorhees, he is transferring to North Carolina, a North Carolina squad that is very well regarded and just forced Game 3 for the College World Series, a game that I will be watching tomorrow. 3-0 on the way, in the dirt, 3-1. I got hooked to the College World Series, or well, in the dirt is now a walk actually for McGee. So now Nate Leffel will come up. But I got hooked to the College World Series watching that Mississippi State Will Bednar team take down Vandy and Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker. I believe that was 2021. Watched that one in Wyoming, and that got me hooked on college baseball. First offering is upstairs, 1-0.
First one that comes to mind for me when it comes to College World Series is Rhett Lauder, Paul Skeens, Wake Forest, and LSU with a Tommy White walk-off home run.
That was unreal. I remember that game. Pitch now, runner on the move. Throw down to second is not in time. We're going to call that, what do you think there, Easton? Was that a bit of a batter obstruction?
No, that was a stolen base, but Trey Martinez kind of caught that and then brought the ball up to where you would throw it from and then turned around and looked at it and stopped and then threw it, which isn't something I've seen before.
Yeah, well, Leffel was kind of standing on the plate there as he skies this one out into left field. Coming in on it is McCoy. He'll be called off as Mansberry makes the catch. Another incredible catch made by the high school stud as we will head to the bottom of the fifth. Packers have some work to do.
Hopefully.
Welcome back here. Bottom of the 5th, 4-2 the score here. Brendan Lewis will step to the plate. The Sun Devil playing in center field today. First offering on the way, and it is a fastball way outside, 1-0. Packers really didn't have an answer for this new left-hander. A tall, top-down, hard-throwing guy. 1-2-3 inning his first time. The 1-0, big swing and a miss. Trying to figure out who this is, actually, but honestly can't. 1-1 on the way. Swing, and this one's grounded hard on the way to Malton. He fields it, throws to first in time. And Lewis is retired. Now Hideki Prather will come to the plate. Prather 1 for 2, reached on an error. Came around and scored on that one and then singled to open up the 3rd inning. So he'll look to get things started again. At June 19th, the Tigers were up in Medford just 2 days ago for a Friday night game as the pitch is upstairs 1-0. 1-0 with one down. The pitch on the way. Outside, 2-0. So, yeah, Nate Leffel in that game on Friday night. Grand slam and a homer. 5 RBI. Unreal. 2-0. Outside, 3-0.
Sounds like something the guy on deck, JC Osorio guard, would do.
For real, I mean, they went bye-bye baby a few times in this game. Couple, I think 3 or 4 home runs for the Tigers in a 16-5 dominance. As the 3-0 offering is popped up on the infield. Charging in to make the catch is Malton. He'll be called off, and it lands fair but rolls foul. Oh, my goodness. Ton of backspin on that one.
That was a really cool strike.
That was a really cool strike. Kind of reminds me of the golfers today trying to make it work on hole 17 at Shinnecock. That hole was crazy, par 3. I believe it was hole 17.
Yeah, that is correct. Tom Kim made bogey there. Wyndham Clark made bogey there. Caused a little sweat before he got the win.
Yeah, that was a stressful tournament to watch. The 3-1 is grounded hard down the left field line and fair. It kicks into the corner, and Prather will come into second safely. From where it bounced, it looked like it was foul, but it hit the line from what it looks like, and Prather is into second with a double, and with one down, the Packers are in business.
Yeah, saw chalk fly up in the air on that one. Pretty clear. Just snuck in there and bounced past the bag fair. And a good double there with 1 out. It gives his meat of this lineup a chance to drive him in.
Yeah, and I mean, looking at last year's roster for the California Tigers and this year's roster, a lot of D1 guys. Voorhees was on that roster. A lot of guys that are JUCO players. Kind of remind me a little bit of the West Coast Kings. I could see them in the PEL sometime. As this pitch is popped up into foul territory near first base. It comes back fair, and Leffel is over to make the catch. So 2 down now with Jake McCoy coming to the plate. I mean, I think for some insurance, Coach Gomes would like to see McCoy put one on University Street here, but this guy on the mound has been so dominant.
Wish I knew who he was.
Oh, I'm trying to figure that out. Can't find it. 2 down now for McCoy. First offering on the way. High and inside, 1-0. The 1-0 on the way. Swung on and popped up into right field. Over on it is Giglieri, and he makes the catch. So the Pack do get that double from Hideki Prather, but not much else. It'll be 4-2 when we come back in the 6th inning.
for me.
Welcome back. Top of the 6th inning. Bryce Cox still on the mound for the first offering. It's in the dirt now to the leadoff hitter in Charlie Malton. Man on deck, LaPlanca donning a University of the Pacific helmet. The Tigers. 1-0 on the way from Cox is swung on and clubbed. Deep left field. That's a no-doubter. That one's headed for a house. Never mind someone's backyard. 4-3 Packers. Oh my goodness.
That was crushed. One cross University straight out there in left field by a good bit.
I don't understand it, don't believe it. Coach Gomes is going to make the call to the bullpen, and we'll step aside. We'll be back with more dad jokes here on Father's Day. Packers, close lead. How close can it get? Welcome back, EJ McGrew, the new lefty in the ball game for the Pack. Bryce Cox, a single inning of work, lets up 2 runs. Here's the pitch. First pitch is fouled off by Mikey LaPlanca. LaPlanca 0 for 1 with a walk back in the 4th, and he's looking to keep the rally going for the Tigers. LaPlanca, big right-handed hitter, big presence at the plate. McGrew kicks and delivers. That one's outside, 1-1.
Need the bullpen to come through here.
Well, Mason Lerma is expected to come in at some point tonight, so we'll see if they rely upon him. The 1-1. Swung on and fouled straight back. 1-2. Well, the Pack are back on Tuesday at 6 p.m. Continue PEL play against the Lincoln Potters. Huge rivalry game. You want to pack the stands for that one. The 1-2. Outside, 2-2.
Definitely their stiffest competition of the year so far will be the Lincoln Potters.
Yeah, I mean, they seem to be the best team in the league. Solano, though, has held that title so far this year with their powerful offense. The 2-2 is grounded hard to second. Play is made by Campbell. Stuttering, throw to first in time to Hosenfort. 1 down.
It's a great play by Cade Campbell, not only to get there and square up to it, get his glove to it, but to hold out and wait for Austin for it, who also made an effort to the ball to get back to the bag and face him before he threw it. Really good job to adjust and just kind of wait to pull the trigger until he had a guy there.
Well, Max Giglieri will come to the plate, left-handed hitter, so it's lefty on lefty. But I've got to ask you this, Easton, why do cows wear bells? The pitch, this one's fouled off the left and out of play.
Not sure.
Because their horns don't work. 0-1, now with one down. 4-3 lead for the Pack here in the top of inning number 6. The pitch, in there, called strike 2. 0-2 now with one down. The pitch from McGrew. Swing, and this one's fouled straight back into the screen. Again, great battle here for Giglieri. Packers needing the veteran in McGrew to shine here and keep man off the base paths. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Climbs the ladder for that one. Pops out of the glove of Martinez. Throw onto first is there, and that'll be strikeout number 1 on the game for McGrew. Cox, one of the only pitchers, I think, to have an outing here for the Pack where they have not struck a batter out. In an inning of work, no strikeouts. 2 down now for another lefty in Braden Marva. Here's the pitch. Swing, and Marva slashes this one, foul down that left field line and into the bullpen. 0-1. Russell right now in line for the win. Exited with a 4-0 lead, or 4-1 lead rather. The 0-1 is now clubbed out into right field, moving towards the line and making the catch is Dane Morrow. So after the leadoff homer from Charlie Malton, the Packers bear down, throw strikes, and go 1, 2, 3. 4-3. Packers needing some insurance when they come back. Welcome back here. Bottom of the 6th inning so far. Pack have a 4-3 lead, but the Tigers have been barking at the door. Here's the pitch, and that one is outside. 1-0 now to Cade Campbell. Pitcher is Zach Grabowski for the Tigers out of San Joaquin Delta College, standing 6'5", 210 pounds. Here's the pitch. That one's high and outside. 2-0. Bottom of the 6th, Packers still looking for their 11th win of the year. See if they can get it going here with Campbell. Some insurance would be good. Here's the 2-0, and that one's upstairs. 3-0 now. is the 6, 7, 8 due up. Campbell, Martinez, and Austinfort. Buffet count 3-0 on the way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball there. 3-1 now. Grabowski has been the answer to the Tigers' prayers. The 3-1, though, is upstairs. And that is going to be a walk. Now Trey Martinez will come to the plate.
Gotta try and get something going here. Lead off walk, gotta capitalize.
Well, Martinez has had a troubling day at the plate, 0-2. Same with Matthew Osenfort. Here's the pitch, and Grabowski cannot find the zone. High and outside fastball, 1-0, and now they're going to have a little bit of a meeting at the mound.
It's been really good to this point. Getting into his third inning here.
Only one hit let up in those 2 innings so far of work. First walk he's given up. He's losing that command a little bit. He's in about 85 to 87 with his fastball. The pitch swung on and fouled off. High fastball there gets Martinez to swing through it. 1-1.
Heading out, getting that foul ball. Grant line, Sage Giffen.
The 1-1 is in there for a called strike, 2, 1-2. One, two now to Martinez. The pitch inside, almost got him. Breaking ball just fell right off the table there. 2-2. Two on the way. This one is popped up into shallow right field, coming in on his Giglieri, and he will call off the second baseman, Leffel, making the catch. 1 down. So now Osenfort will come to the plate. Nope. Will Van Wee coming in to pinch hit for Matthew Osenfort. Van Wee's been on quite the tear recently. See if he can keep it going. Joey Gomes looking for some late game success, which they've had in the past. First offering to Van Wee is a big swing and miss on a splitter there. 0-1 now.
We'll see if they switch things around here. Normally not a first baseman or defensive substitution.
The pitch. That one's in there for a called strike. 0-2 now.
Maybe he can play first base. I just don't know about it.
Well, I would assume the move would then be Lewis to second, Osorio Guard to first, and then you put him in center as the fastball is outside, 1-2, and then you would then move Cade Campbell to third.
Some combination of that. Lewis played third early in the year too. Could see that as well.
Yeah. 1-2 with one down the pitch. In the dirt, runner on the go. A late jump from Campbell, and he is going to be out by a mile on the throw down there from Nate Hurley. So he is caught stealing. Must have gotten the sign late or something. I'm not sure.
Well, the ball was in the dirt, and I think he saw it down. Good block by Hurley and just kept it right there. Really didn't go far at all, so pretty easy throw out for him.
Well, after that, 2 down here as Van Wee is at the plate. Big swing and a miss, and Grabowski gets out of it. Oh, my goodness, just such dominance from Zach Grabowski. Another technically 3 up, 3 down inning. We'll be right back, 4-3 as we head to the 7th.
Back here for the top of the 7th inning. Packers holding on for dear life. 4-3 the score as E.J. McGrew will take back to the bump and go through the bottom of this lineup. Jimmy Radler leading things off.
Yeah, Radler's led off the 3rd, the 5th, and the 7th. So today, 0 for 1, led off with a walk in the 5th. Then came around to score. So we'll see what McGrew can do to control this lineup.
McGrew, the lefty, set, heading into his 2nd inning with a strike.
I think they're looking for another inning of work out of McGrew, maybe even 2 more before they bring in Mason Lerma to close things out.
Gonna need him and Lerma to close out strong, the pair of lefties with just a 1-run lead. Need the offense to pick them up with some run support as well. 1-1 now the count. McGrew fires to Radler. That one slashed off foul. Move to 1-2 now. Good spot here for E.J. McGrew. Comes home, the 1-2 again, foul away. McGrew had 14 appearances at San Jose State last year. Started in 10 of them. A regular starter for San Jose State. 6'2", 240 pounds out of Oakland, California. Comes home, that one grounded up the middle. Lewis over, throw to first, spiked on the ground, not in time. So there'll be an infield single for Jimmy Radler as he'll get things going here in the top of the 7th. We do have a number of defensive switches to go through here. As J.C. Osorio guard moves from 3rd to 1st with Matthew Austinfort leaving the game. Cade Campbell goes from 2nd to 3rd to fill in that spot that a guard left behind, and then filling in for him is Brendan Lewis, who comes in from center field to play 2nd. Dane Morrow moves from right field to center field, and Will Van Wee slots in right. That's a lot of changes.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, not my worst prediction.
Hit the nail on the head with that one. 2nd pitch in there for a strike, quickly 0-2. An 0-2 now from McGrew. Radler leads off first, fires home, holds that one. Martinez will snag it out of the left-handed batter's box. 1-2 now. McGrew rocks and fires, cut on and miss, strike 3. So McGrew puts down Hurley on strikes, and there's one away here in the top of the 7th.
Filthy so far for McGrew. This is really good to see.
The lineup turns over now. Connor Berkowitz, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI double in his last at-bat. Something in the gap might score the run from first here. Couple steps off. Comes Radler. McGrew comes home, squaring to bunt, and it'll be foul. Trying to sacrifice and move him over, maybe get on in the process. Berkowitz does have some speed. We'll get his signs from 3rd base again. Maybe another bunt. Campbell playing in his normal position, the guard holding the runner off at first on the corners. And a big lead from Radler. McGrew, deep breath, comes home. That one above the zone. A 1-1 count. No square to bunt there from the righty bat.
And a lethal man on deck in Joe McGee, so you definitely want to, pick your poison here, throw something in the dirt, and try and get him to roll over, ground out, and do a double play.
The 1-1. Check swing. I believe he got a piece of it. Count will go to 1-2 after the foul ball.
Yeah, that's the spirit you love to see.
So a 1-2 hole for Berkowitz. Trying to drive across the tying run, which is on first. He himself represents the go-ahead run. McGrew fires in the dirt. Stopped behind the plate by Martinez. Deuces now with one away. So a 2-2 count. Rattler on the edge of the grass. Held on, he'll run. Throw down Martinez, snagged by Mansbury. Did he get the tag?
Yes!
Sure he did. What a tag there from Matthew Mansbury. Got him on the back, sliding by. Rattler doesn't agree with, or Rattler, excuse me, doesn't agree with the call, but it'll be a 2-6 put out. Catches the runner, stealing. Count now full with 2 outs. And a clean slate on the pass for E.J. McGrew. McGrew set. The payoff pitch from the lefty. Misses for ball 4. That'll bring up Joe McGee with 2 outs and a runner on first.
So they just trade places.
Now Joe McGee will step in. Leading off first is Berkowitz. McGrew fires home, breaking ball misses above the zone. So if Berkowitz goes here, leadoff man has some speed. Martinez already gunned one down earlier this inning. McGrew comes home, check swing called strike. That one caught the top rail. One from McGrew. On outside. Appears to have caught the corner on the track man. 2-1 count. Berkowitz leads away. McGrew comes home. That one in there for a strike. Good battle back there.
Yeah, McGrew and Mann, both guys, show just how dominant you can be with veteran experience. You know, not the best ERAs in college, but summer ball, they come out here and they dominate.
As you would say, Hugo. Deuce is wild here. McGrew comes home. That one in the dirt. I don't know what that means, but I mean, I'm going to say it because you say it.
Are you serious?
Deuce is wild. I mean, it's the 2-2-2. 2 strikes, 2 balls, 2 outs.
2 errors, 2 runs. Well, not 2 runs anymore.
We just called that deuces when I played. So full count now. McGrew with 2 away. Payoff pitch. Runner goes. Misses ball 4.
Not the worst guy to walk there in that situation, but again, those fastballs in the outside part of the plate have just come in and caught the zone, and I think we're gonna have a pinch runner coming in potentially. Actually, no. So still Leffel. Is it? Yes, it is still Nate Leffel coming to the plate. But, you know, he's 0 for 3 as opposed to the past 2 guys. You know, they've reached base. They've created stuff. So now you're kind of forcing Leffel's hand, and he was really good on Friday against the Rogues.
First pitch outside for a ball. 2 away here. McGee off of first. Berkowitz on second. Now the go-ahead run is aboard in this one. And a big spot for E.J. McGrew. 1-0. In the dirt. Good stop by Martinez behind the plate. Now a 2-0 count. Trying to avoid walking the bases loaded here. Martinez will call time.
Yeah, I think going out there, just kind of telling him, you know, having some trouble against left-handed hitters. Just try and get something on the inside part of the plate, or just throw something down to Leffel. I mean, these Tigers hitters, they really haven't done well when you've changed eye levels. You know, these guys have gone. Packers pitching has gone low, and then they come high and they're swinging out of their shoes for it. So you look at it. I think right now, you just got to throw him something to hit. And if he puts it in play, you've got guys in the outfield with great arms that can fire it in and limit a run from scoring.
So it's a 2-0 count. First pitch after the plate meeting. Skied into shallow left center field. Campbell, Mansbury, and McCoy all over there. McCoy will call everyone off and make the catch. So a huge pop out after the mound visit there from Trey Martinez. That'll be the third out of the inning. So the Tigers strand 2. 4-3 still the score. We'll head to the Packers half of the 7th inning after the quick stretch.
7th inning stretch time. And you all know the words to Take Me Out to the Ball Game by this point in the summer. So here we go. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I never get back. So let's root for the Packers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
CC, one of our interns, heading off to Yale. We have 20 interns, 11 different.
Welcome back. Just back from that 7th inning stretch. And here we go. I got a bit of a fun fact here. 7th inning stretch was invented in 1910 on opening day by Brother Jasper, who was at Manhattan University, but also popularized by President William Howard Taft, who had an opening day game in 1910 in Washington, D.C. Stood up just to stretch his legs in the 7th inning, and everyone else around him thought he was leaving, so they stood up out of respect for him, which ultimately started the 7th inning stretch.
Funny enough, Manhattan University, you know what their mascot is?
The stretch.
The Jaspers.
Ah. So it'll be Matthew Mansbury to lead things off here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 4-3 still the score. New pitcher on the mound. He'll come home. First one buzzes to the tower of Matthew Mansbury. He'll duck out of the way. I don't know if we have a name of who is on the mound. We'll try and get it for you guys. Number 17, what I can tell, the 1-0. Mansbury chops one over to second. High hop off the dirt throw to first in time. Good job by Leffel there, as he will retire Mansbury and put one away here in the bottom of the 7th. Second time this game, Mansbury has grounded one to the shortstop. Between him and Matthew Austin for 4 groundouts to short. Or excuse me, not short, second base. As the lineup will turn over. We have Diego Emerly, the pitcher on the mound. We've just heard. 1 now. This is the leadoff man, Dane Morrow, trying to get aboard. Emerly fires home. That one sharply on the ground over to first, bobbled. Fair ball stepping on first is La Placa, who will put away the second out. And 2 quick ones here for Emerly. I guess this bullpen is really just rifled through the Packer lineup in these later innings. Still just the 1-run lead. Gonna have to hold on here. Mason Lermer, of course, expected to come in. First pitch from Emerly up and into Lewis. Brendan Lewis 0 for 3 on the day. Bounced out, reached on air in his first at-bat, and flew out to center field, which is eventually turned into a double play, as Dane Morrow was thrown out at the plate.
Yeah, Diego Emmerling out of St. Mary's pitched a pretty solid outing against the Rogues.
And one chopped over to short, picked up by Mura over to first in time. It's 3 up, 3 down for St. Mary's Finest. 4-3 still the score, scoreless through 7. Packers have not scored since the second inning. We'll be back with the 8th in just a moment. Back here, top of the 8th inning, and it's Lorma time here on the mound. Might have to go 2 innings in order to get the save. We'll see. Definitely a save opportunity for the reigning PEL pitcher of the year as he discusses signs and stuff with Trey Martinez.
Well, Charlie Moulton is leading things off, and he's a guy that homered the last time he led off, so we'll see if he replicates that and ties things up. And he's facing a very, very strong tunneling lefty.
Lorma closed off stance, first pitch, sinker in there for a strike.
That is how nasty his pitches tunnel is, that Trey Martinez couldn't even field it.
And I think a confusion, I think that one crossed him up. Confusion with the signs there. So he'll go out and talk to him again. A little chuckle from Lerma as he slaps him on the chest and heads back to the mound. Yeah, that one appeared to catch Martinez a little off guard. 0-1 count now to Charlie Martin. On the way, that one painted on the corner for a strike.
You gotta love Lerma. Just so filthy. Can't even touch it.
The 0-2. Comes home to Martin. Check swing. Did he go? You bet he did. Sword on the mound for Lerma. And 3 strikes, 1 out, 3 pitches.
Lerma, I described Lerma kind of as it's kind of like Wild Thing in Major League. The only thing is he doesn't throw 99, but he still just pumps straight gas. He tunnels. He's hard to touch. He's a player. He's someone of a lot of superstition, plays a lot of hacky sack. He's a very interesting player when you get to know him, and I've been lucky to call his games throughout high school and college. He's one of the most exhilarating baseball players to watch.
Gets a swing and miss there from Mikey LaPlaca. And maybe not quite the wild thing, who got his name from his lack of control. 0-1, maybe the tame thing.
Yeah, I mean, just basically like, how do I say this? Maybe characteristics-wise, not necessarily the control being one. Those are the control, the one thing that, but just an interesting guy.
1-1, just below the zone. Well, 2-1 count now. LaPlaca at the plate. Righty-lefty matchup. I want a check swing. Yes, he did. LaPlaca looks a little perplexed. He shows a grin. That one made him look foolish.
That's what Lerma can do. He talks about tunneling and everything. He's filthy.
2-2 from Lerma. On the ground, it'll be just foul to the glaring sun of left field. Lerma, a guy who's draft eligible, looking to get drafted this year. 2-2. Inside, just misses.
I think
full.
From what I gather from talking to him, even if he gets drafted, I think he's headed back to Davis for one more year, wants to complete his degree. But you never know. He's so locked in that I think even if he gets drafted, he'd complete it online.
Payoff pitch. Hit on the ground to third, picked up. Cade Campbell throws across the diamond in time. There's 2 away in the top of the 8th.
Yeah, Tigers not in the best position right now. Giglieri coming up, and then if Lerma takes care of him, it'll be the 7, 8, 9. So the bottom of the order to finish things off. So, I mean, Pack definitely going to look to pack on a little bit more runs in the bottom of the 8th, but it's been quite an interesting flip for them, Easton, because normally they're late in game, they come in and they score 8 or 9 runs, but not today. Early game Warriors, and they've just let the bullpen take care of it.
0-1, Lerma fires on the ground to second base. Brendan Lewis picks it on a hop over to first, and it's 3 up, 3 down for Mason Lerma. Would you expect anything different? It'll be a 7, 8, 9 due up for the Tigers. Combined 1 for 7 between those 3 hitters. We'll head to the bottom of the 8th first before we see those 3 in the 9th. Could be the last ups for the Packers here. Well, hope it is. If they can hold the Tigers scoreless in the 9th inning, they will have gotten the job done. Hideki Prather trying to add a little insurance. 4-3 the score. First pitch, breaking ball. Curves in there for a strike.
Yeah, Hideki's a great bat for the Pack, and we'll see what he can do here.
The 0-1. Emerling comes home, swing and a miss, and a quick 0-2 hole for Prather.
Yeah, Emmerling is really proven to be very solid. St. Mary's College in Moraga.
The 0-2 outside. Prather trying to work some magic in the leadoff spot with 2 strikes on him. One, two. Emmerling comes home. Fouled off. Prather will stay alive.
Yeah, Emmerling made the D1 baseball breakout candidate list in the past fall. They said that his fastball touches 95 miles an hour.
A breaking ball garners a swing and miss, and Prather down on strikes to start the bottom half of the 8th.
Yeah, he is filthy. Emmerling, St. Mary's has a lot. They've got a lot to contend with him. I don't know if he's actually still on the roster there.
JC Osorio-Agard now at the plate. He's an RBI single, 1 for 3 on the day. Watches one up in the zone.
He really struggled this year as a redshirt freshman. 10.50 ERA.
1-0. Breaking ball slips away from him there. 2-0 count now. Garden in a good position here. Certainly a hot bat at the plate. 2-0. Off the zone again. Now a 3-0 count. Emmerling, the 3-0. One catches the top of the zone for strike 1, even though it was probably about solid 5 inches above the zone.
Yeah, if only ABS was input here.
So we'll do a 3-1 now. Agard swings and misses strike 2. No one would have caught the corner for a called strike, most likely.
I think the umpire, Father's Day, he wants to see something interesting, make the best of his trip out here.
Full count. Agard swings and misses strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts for Diego Emmerling, and quickly 2 away here in the 8th. As Jake McCoy will look to add a little cushion for Mason Lerma here in the 9th. Low pitch, cut on and missed by McCoy. Emmerling looking for his 3rd straight K. 0-1. Emmerling rocks and fires. That one popped way up in the air and on the infield. Ranging over is Charlie Martin. Will put the squeeze on it. So 3 up, 3 down in back-to-back innings for Emmerling. 2 strikeouts and a pop out. 4-3 the score remains as we'll head to the top of the 9th. Lerma looking for the save.
Welcome back here. Top of the 9th inning, and it's Mason Lerma looking for the save. Would be his first of the season. As Easton mentioned, pitcher of the year. He has to face the 7, 8, 9, so shouldn't be the tallest of tasks, but it is one that we'll see a lot of pinch hitting. So we have number 15 coming up. No idea who it is because we do not have a roster. And then on deck is number 12. You can only speculate that these are the couple of guys who came off the bench for the Tigers in their game against, I believe, Medford. It was Santos La Placa and, or no, not Santos La Placa. Maybe Chase Christensen here. Could see him. I don't know. 0-1 on the way. Is low, 1-1 now. Lerma dialed in here. League play heats up for the Packers against the Potters. Game 1 of a season series. The 1-1 swung on and hit foul straight back. I believe Christensen is on deck. Division II player. 1-2 on the way. In the dirt, 2-2. Lerma looking for a 2-inning save. Duncan Russell right now in line for the win. Roman Bartosz in line for the loss, and the save would then be Lerma. Packers 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors so far. Lerma kicks and delivers. This one is popped up into center field. Over on it is Morrow. He will be called off by Van Wee, charging in from right field, who makes the catch. 1 down. Packers have been held to just 5 base runners left on. Great overall performance by this California Tigers team. Here comes another pinch hitter. Here's the first offering to him. It's in there at the knees, called strike. Question is, are we going to see Nate Hurley? We are. He is still in line on deck. The 0-1. One is low, 1-1.
They can just get one on. It'd be a really good spot to be able to get back to the top of the lineup.
Yeah, Lerma only blew a few saves this year. I saw him blow one of them against Stanford. Blew it back-to-back innings. And that was an extra, so runner on could be huge for them. Here's the pitch, and this one's fouled off. And our camera goes up into the sky, so now we're going to naturally move our score bug so that you guys get the best view. Move that black bar as well. Here's the pitch. That one is just outside, 2-2. So Lerma doing a good job of having some throwaway pitches. He's talked about that, how he mixes his pitches and looks to get the right mix here. Here's the 2-2 in the dirt, 3-2. Lerma disgruntled with that one as he seems to have missed his spot. Something rare for Lerma with how dialed in he gets. Payoff pitch here with 1 out is looming. Lerma rubbing the ball, going through his thoughts.
It's a big pitch here. This is the difference between going back to the top of the lineup and only having to work through the bottom 3.
Full count on the way. Swung on and hit foul. That one is going to land just close to that dugout. (3-2) with 1 down now. Again, Lerma sets up, kicks and fires. Swing, this one's fouled off again down that first base side. That one's going to hit off the roof of the Steindorf barn. Count remains 3-2. Great battle being shown here.
Sounds like it hit a car. Hopefully not mine.
Hopefully not. The 3-2. Strike 3 called. Catches the top of the zone. And now 1 out remaining for Lerma here on Father's Day.
Great pitch there. That top inside third of the zone just finally broke through. A good battle there.
Well, one last chance here for the Tigers, and it is Nate Hurley. Hurley, the catcher out of Yuba College. The first offering to him. Big swing and a miss on the fastball. 0-1 now. Lerma wants to get home early. His dad was here. Tossed the first pitch to him alongside Jake McCoy among a few Packers. Here's the pitch. This one's popped up in the infield. Should do it. Over on it is Lewis. At second, he makes the catch, and the Packers survive. Healdsburg hangs on to beat the California Tigers 4-3 and advance to 11-2 on this season. Final totals, Tigers 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, and they leave 6 runners on base. Packers 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, 5 runners left on base. Winning pitcher is Duncan Russell, losing pitcher Roman Bartosz, and the save goes to Mason Lerma. Time of the game was 2 hours and 21 minutes. I turn it now to Easton Stockford and Julian Corey for our post-game wrap-up.
Yeah, thanks, Hugo. And what a win for the Packers. A closer one than probably a lot of people anticipated coming into the game here on Father's Day. Get the job done, though, 4-3. All 4 of the runs came in the first 2 innings. Felt like the bats weren't working as well as they had in recent games. But what did you see of how they were able to adjust, Julian, and get the job done regardless of kind of a lack of offense and just able to scrap one out there?
I think they just did a really good job of taking those team at-bats that we saw early on, you know. Couple of big swings, but at the same time, they were just staying simple, and they scratched enough across the board to get the win. They stay ahead, and that's all that matters.
Now, the pitching staff didn't give up a whole lot. Gave up 3 runs, all of them in separate innings, one run, 3 innings, 3 times. That was terribly explained. Disregard that. But E.J. McGrew and Mason Lerma were really the 2 that stood out. Went scoreless in those last 4 innings. Really didn't give up a whole lot at all. What did you see from them? What was working so well for them out there?
I mean, how about ice in the veins for the back of that bullpen? Just incredible work. You know, we talk about the late inning relievers, and, you know, we mentioned Brandon Mann a lot. We mentioned Mason Lerma. E.J. McGrew all year has been a guy that you can put in tough spots, and he will come in and deliver, and did exactly that again today. Phenomenal job on the mound, giving Lerma an opportunity to get the 6-out save, and more importantly, giving the team an opportunity to win the ball game.
And they have the day off tomorrow on Monday. Have 2 games scheduled against a really solid South Placer Stonecutters team, and then probably their toughest game coming next Tuesday when we're back here against the Lincoln Potters. What can we look forward to against the Lincoln Potters on Tuesday and those other 2 games later in the week here at Rec Park?
Yeah, I mean, I think an off day could be good, you know, for this team, especially for this offense, you know, kind of reset after the past 2 games. I mean, it's been there. They've been swinging it well, scoring double-digit runs. So I think today's not too much of a concern. At the same time, you know, playing multiple days in a row, I mean, we saw it in opening week. They played 5 days in a row, and the bats started to slow down a little bit towards the end there. So off day, allow them to reset. Smiles on everybody's faces, so it's good to see out here. And I think it's going to be a good battle. I think Coach Gomes is going to have this team fiery and ready to come against the Lincoln Potters.
Well, that's all that we have here from Rec Park. A solid win for the Packers as they get to the job done 4-3. They have an off day tomorrow, as we mentioned before. We're back here at Rec Park. A really, really good matchup against the Lincoln Potters at 6 o'clock. But a wonderful Father's Day here at Rec Park. For myself, Easton Stockford, Hugo Traverso, Julian, Corey, Nolan as well down producing the game. We wish you guys a good night. 4-3 the final score. Tell your daddy loves it.